So you have cork, it's very expensive and you don't want to waste it. But you don't have enough from the ceiling to the floor. Take a look at this. Why don't we try to splice it? Always check your tool, make sure it's not scratched. One good thing about cork is that it has so many characteristics in it. It's very forgiving. Do you think if you mistakenly tore this, that you couldn't hide it? You could. So, let's see how we do. I like to trim it before I cut it. All of these pieces are good. You'll see on a separate video how I mended the arch, which is something you can't do with conventional wallpaper. Not as easily as you can do with cork. Okay. If you ever get glue on a surface and you have to paint it and you can't get the glue off, sand it and use an alcohol-based primer or oil so that you can cover it. Otherwise, you'll reactivate the glue and your paint will not adhere and you'll have all sorts of trouble. Okay, so that's done. What about this? Now, what do you think? Before you splice anything, you should get the surface to be as close to the point of where it's going to really be for the rest of the installation. In other words, get all the glue out from behind it, not all of the glue, all of the excess glue. Get all of the air out. Can you imagine trying to put a splice together after you cut it while there was air and excessive glue there? It's not going to meet up, right? Okay, let's try this. So now normally I would tell you to do a zigzag cut. Not with cork. Like I said, cork is very forgiving. But by doing that, you see these chunks of gold? You could void them easily. We're just going to cut it straight. I've tried it that way and it's not good. Now notice that I'm using the point of the knife, not the shaft. In other words, I'm trying to use the thinnest part of this blade possible. Because you want the cut to be as thin as possible. Let's see how we did. Sometimes it's a home run, sometimes it's not. How did we do? How did we do? A lot of times the rule in wallpaper is, how does it look? If it looks good, it's good. So far, so good. Aha, very nice. Well, I think I like it. I think I like it. So that is how you splice cork. And that's a keeper. We're going to leave it. If it didn't look good, I wouldn't leave it. We're going to do a double cut over here. Don't worry about that little rip in the action. That's what happens when your blade gets dull. Show them the piece. Show it to them. I like it very much. Good idea. You can come up close. Show them the piece down there. Yeah, but show them the seam too.